HMS. David Dewitt here to go over some options for May SOL testing. Before I do that, here's just a quick overview of the major testing dates for Herndon. WIDA for ESOL students would begin February 11th through March 1st. Writing SOL for 8th grade students, March 5th through the 15th. And then the major testing window, May SOLs, will be May 15th through the 23rd, followed by makeups and rapid retake sessions. There are going to be some options that we would like to get your feedback on for the major May SOL testing session. Just to give you some background, all testing will be completed by subject, not by period. And all the testing sessions will start in the morning. There will be no afternoon sessions. If you take a look at the SOL calendar, these are the dates that we plan to begin testing on May 15th. This would begin with 8th grade civics students. And we plan to wrap up testing by May 23rd with our algebra and geometry students, followed by 5 makeup days. When making this schedule, we did our best to minimize back-to-back testing, especially for our 8th grade students who have 4 tests to take. So for example, there's a day between 8th grade civics and 8th grade science. And there's also a day between 8th grade reading and pre-algebra or algebra and geometry. We also tried to make a spread between even and odd periods. So for example, reading 7 on an even day, math 7 on an odd day. There would be some impact to 7th grade students and 8th grade students with math, as advanced students might be taking a course higher. So for example, we have advanced math 7 students who may be taking the pre-algebra SOL or even the algebra 1 SOL. And likewise, we have advanced math 8th grade students who would be taking algebra or geometry. There are 2 bell schedule options that we are considering and we would like to get some feedback on. So option 1, as you can see below, the major changes here is that unity time would be added in daily, not just on an even day schedule. Because we'd be adding unity time into an odd day schedule to get our testing started, we would then need to alter first and third periods by about 10 to 15 minutes. On an even day, because we've made unity time a little bit shorter, we would need to add about 10 to 15 minutes to hawk time. The reason to consider adding unity time each day was because we received lots of feedback from teachers last year at Herndon Middle School that there was not enough time for teachers to get testing locations set up and ready for students before students were arriving for testing. By using unity time, we can use support staff and unity crew leaders to help get those rooms set up and ready for testing and start testing at a slightly later time. Option 2 still puts unity time in the beginning of every day, but keeps the normal time frame for unity, so 7:25 to 8:05. Because of this added time on an odd day, again, a major change we had to make to the schedule was to make third period a daily period for a shorter amount of time. So as you can see, third period would be 50 minutes long, but you would see third period daily. Third period would also remove hawk time on an even day. So you would start with unity time. There would be no hawk time for 4 consecutive even days, and third period would meet daily. First, second, and 4th through 7th periods would not change times. There would still be the 90 minutes of instruction time. So why would we consider altering the bell schedule? Again, to allow ample time to set up testing locations in the morning, to provide more staff, such as the support staff and unity crew leaders, to set up those testing locations, and it allows for a later start time for testing. Approximately 8 to 8:10 student testing would occur. It also provides a little bit of a buffer time for tardy students to get to school and be taking attendance before the testing starts. And finally, it would allow for a positive start to the student's day in a familiar location at unity time with a familiar face. When considering options 1 and 2, some of the major differences between them is that option 1 actually does alter the bell times. We would be changing actual times each day. It would result in a shorter than usual unity time. It would result also in a shorter first and third period, and on an even day, a longer hawk time. And here, testing would begin by no later than 8 a.m. For option 2, it removes hawk time altogether, and this would be affecting 4 consecutive even days from May 16th through May 24th. It does result in a shorter third period that would meet daily. Unity time is its normal amount of time for 40 minutes, but again, it would meet daily. And this would allow testing to begin no later than 8:10 a.m. And again, some impacts on proctoring. Because we'd be testing by subject, the core subject SOL teachers, so all math, all English teachers, 8th grade science, 8th grade civics teachers, you would likely be starting the test for students on your testing day. So for example, all English 7 teachers would likely be starting on the 16th with the 7th grade students for the reading test. But all teachers in the building, even if you don't teach an SOL core subject, will be asked to proctor several times, likely more than one test. This would allow for a little bit more balanced proctoring, which was a major concern raised by many teachers last year from May 2018. It also provides a little bit less morning stress because we'd start testing a little bit later and have a crew of staff that could help set up the testing rooms, so we wouldn't be asking teachers to arrive ultra early to set up their testing site. And it also allows that positive start to the day for both teachers and students in that familiar Unity setting. So we are giving you all this information and soliciting some feedback, questions, comments, and concerns. In this slideshow, on the last slide, you will see that there's a Google form that you can provide your feedback. You can select your favorite option, ask questions, share comments or concerns, and all of this will be taken in by the testing team and used to make a final decision. We ask that you submit your feedback by November 6th, which is a teacher work day, and we hope to have all final schedules ready to roll by Thursday, November 15th for your planning purposes. Thank you very much.